All right, hello, good people. I guess I've been going live for a while, so maybe I picked up where I left off. I am not sure. So, anyway, welcome to New Justice Media. So, I'm going to give my take on the Shreveport mayor who was subsequently at this time been disqualified for reelection. So, let's take a look at this. And I'm going to give my 2 cents on this. So, I'm going to go ahead and share the screen here and let's see what he has to say about all of this. Now, as you can see, the Shreveport mayor disqualified as candidate for re-election in the fall. Now, the current mayor, Adrian Perkins, says he vows to appeal court ruling, and he describes the lawsuit as an attempt to steal your vote. I don't know where he's getting that from. So anyway, this is the current mayor of Shreveport, my hometown. So if I'm not mistaken, this young man is a graduate, I do believe, of West Point Military Academy. Bottom line is he's a veteran. He's a former soldier or Marine, if I'm not mistaken. So the thing is, he should know better. So let's take a look here. A Cato Parish Court judge ruled Tuesday, August 2nd, that incumbent mayor Adrian Perkins is disqualified as a candidate for the upcoming mayoral election. The mayor issued a statement at 4 p.m. Tuesday on the Cato Courthouse steps facing Texas Street, saying that he will appeal the court ruling and that the lawsuit is a desperate attempt by them to undermine our democratic process to steal your vote. Now, this was very short, good people. Let's see here. We could probably take a look at this video because, he just, it was like a minute and then he walked off, which is kind of suspicious. So fair use for educational purposes only. Let's take a look and let's hear what the mayor has to say.
Running for re-election to disqualify. He's at the podium now. Let's take this. One election. Overwhelming. Grew up in Shreveport. Lived in Shreveport. Votes in Shreveport from seeking re-election. They are trying to deprive you, our citizens, of your rights, your constitutional rights that I served our country and I fought to protect. Now let's be clear. My opponents have ran several polls. In all of those polls, I am the most likely candidate to win this fall. This is nothing more than a desperate attempt by them to undermine our democratic process, to steal your voice, to steal your vote. My campaign team is going to appeal immediately. The voters should decide elections. My lawyers are going to fight for our democracy. As far as my administration goes, we're going to continue to do the work. On early next week, we get to announce something that we have been preparing for 3 years. Something that's going to benefit thousands of Shreveporters. That's going to change the trajectory and put Shreveport on a trajectory that we hadn't seen for years. So we're going to continue to do the work. I want to thank all the citizens for the outpouring of support, the calls, the texts, social media support. Thank you so much. We're going to continue to fight for you, and we're going to continue moving Shreveport forward. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, if you're going to address this, you got to answer the question. You're walking away calling this a political stunt that if it wants to you out. Do you want to be a politician or do you want to run for office? All right, that again, Mayor Perkins there, a very brief statement. It says that the fight, the legal fight, if that is not over. You heard that voice as he quickly walked away from the podium at this hastily called news conference here at 4 o'clock. That was our chief investigative reporter, Stacy.
Now I'm going to go ahead and stop it there. So, I'm going to go ahead and stop it there. So we're going to get out of that. And all right, we're going to pick back up on this, and we're going to talk about this mayor here. So let me let's talk about this guy, because I don't know why he decided to do what he did. I have no idea. I do not know. But anyway, we're going to talk about this guy, which it's a mistake I believe should have never been made. Personally, he never should have made the mistake. I don't see how he could make it. I just don't, but he did. So according to, I guess how this works is, you have a homestead, and wherever it is that you put the homestead address is the one that has to go on the election ballot. Now, from my understanding, Mr. Perkins has two places, one in downtown and one somewhere else in Shreveport. And he put, I think, the one downtown as the homestead, which someone caught that, and therefore it was ruled that he was not qualified because that district is not the one he's supposed to use for, I guess, running for office. And he did. And he said he was in such a rush of doing something that I guess he forgot to put the proper address down. But this is coming from someone who's a veteran, who's a public figure, a politician, a mayor, a native of Shreveport, from my understanding. And he's saying he's the most likely candidate. And I'm saying, if you're the most likely candidate, why would you risk making such an error? Why? I don't understand. Isn't there someone? Doesn't usually mayors have like I think, what is it, the secretaries or somebody, or what is it, campaign managers, to make sure this stuff is done right, to where there's no mistakes made, all your T's are crossed, all your I's are dotted, and somehow you make this type of mistake? I don't understand. If you want to run for re-election, and if you're sure you're going to win, you have a high probability of winning, you don't make these type of mistakes. You just don't do it. It's a simple mistake. But anyway, from my understanding, he's going to appeal it, and it will probably go to the Louisiana Supreme Court. Most likely, it's probably going to go there. I don't know how much time this is going to take. Yeah, it was a mistake. But in my professional opinion, it's a mistake you can't afford to make. That's just some things you just don't do. If you're the most viable candidate, as you stated, sir, why would you make this type of error? Unless it's something nefarious at play here. I mean, you had your little press conference, you just walked off, didn't want to answer any questions. You know how it is. It is for a lot of African Americans in prominent positions. You just can't afford to make the mistake like any other race of people can. They are forgiven. It's unfair, but that's the world we live in. A lot of times, if you are of a different race or nationality, you may not be forgiven. This is what it is. But anyway, it was just something I wanted to jump on here and address, because, a lot of times I just think, that, a lot of minorities get in these positions, and, our eyes on you. Shout out to Tupac. Our eyes on you. And they just mess up on the simplest stuff. It's either money, some type of narcotics, or just doing dumb stuff. all the education, all the experience, all the knowledge, all the brain power, and somehow they just do dumb stuff. And then people say, well, other people do the stuff too. Yeah, but we're not other people. You can't compare that. Yeah, it's unfair. It is. But if you want to hold on to what you have, if it's that important to you, you have to constantly make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's. Most likely 99.9% of the time. This is a young man. He looks fairly young. Meaning eyes are sharp. He has his wits about him. Looks to be in pretty good shape. No. There's some mistakes you just don't make. But I hope he gets this ironed out. And I hope he gets reelected. I really do. But anyway, let me know what you think about this, good people. I just want to jump on here and see what this is all about. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off. Thanks for tuning in to New Justice Media. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and the Media Mike Speaks. So, everyone, stay right, stay safe, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good day.